Welcome back, friends. Whenever you ignore the realities as are persisting at a certain point of time, then sooner or later those realities will come back to you with greater force, and you'll be forced to accept those realities, and they will stare at your face. The stock market seemed to be ignoring many of the realities, and I believe there will be an inflection point where investors will have to face the grim realities and the fall in market valuations accordingly. This could happen sooner rather than later, as early as next week. Markets have been fairly weak after 11:30 today, as I had pointed out. However, the extent of the fall looks to be very much muted. People have been waiting for the growth to revive, and they believe that there are green shoots appearing in many parts of India. I do not think that India's growth momentum is going to be back so soon. In the budget also, they have not been able to bring out policies to kickstart growth in a very meaningful manner. Looking at the results of the Delhi elections, AAP seems to have done pretty well, but there has been a great brouhaha over their victory. Now, AAP did some good things, and which we should accept and laud. For example, setting up of 450 Mohalla clinics was something like a step in the right direction. The Lieutenant Governor had given his consent rather late. AAP got into power something in 2014. They had promised to set up over 1,000 Mohalla clinics, the free healthcare clinics for Delhi citizens. However, they were able to set up only 450 by the time their tenure ended. And part of the reason was that the consent of the Lieutenant Governor came in rather late. Hope that they are able to cross 1,000 and much beyond in this new tenure of the AAP government. However, these things need to be taken into consideration, and we should not just be out to discredit a party who is trying to make certain attempts. If there are certain things which are not going fine, then definitely we should hold them responsible. There's nothing wrong about it. But economically, they're trying hard. The odd even was a rather novel concept. What was not okay on the part of AAP was to give free electricity and to give so many freebies to the citizens of Delhi. They should realize that the money has to come from somewhere. That's not the right way to approach. And definitely there is no free lunch in today's world. On another note, the auditors of the Punjab and Maharashtra Cooperative Bank, the PMC Bank as it is popularly called, have come under great amount of scrutiny now. A new revelation shows that the auditors were given paid vacation to Goa at the behest of the directors of Punjab Maharashtra Cooperative Bank. Now, that's really very poor corporate governance, and not only on the part of the directors, the CFOs, and the CEOs of the bank, but also on the part of the chartered accountant who was the auditor for this bank. As a custodian of the assets of the depositors, it was his responsibility to have an unbiased view and to find out what was going wrong. Not only he was unable to do that, but to go for a free paid vacation at the expense of the depositors is extremely deplorable. And I hope that the governing body, personally being a chartered accountant, I really hope and appeal to the governing body, the Institute of Chartered Accountants of India, to come forward and to order a full-fledged inquiry and let the person, if found guilty, to be of professional misconduct, to face any penal consequences, because there has to be a deterrent, and you cannot take depositors for a ride. So extremely deplorable, and hope the ICAI definitely has penal consequences for this kind of professional misconduct. I believe it clearly falls in that definition. You cannot take something which would make your opinion biased. For if I am reading a report, then I have to give you an unbiased opinion for the fees that I am receiving. You cannot get perks, you cannot get other favors just for giving a clean report. That's not what a chartered accountant is supposed to do. As personally being a CA, I definitely believe that this is what we are responsible for, doing things right way, and anybody who does not do that is definitely not following the charter that is laid down for this. There is a charter of conduct that is laid down for this profession. On another note, markets have been ignoring various factors and have been going up. They're setting up for a fall next week, as I've been mentioning for quite some time, middle of February. Even tomorrow should be a rather difficult day for the markets. It's options expiration. You may see a little bit of green, 10:30 to 1:30 tomorrow, little positivity. But on the whole, the market should end in the red. So many people who take positions and who try to square them off on the options expiration date should be rather careful tomorrow. Going to be a rather difficult day and difficult way to end the week, or rather the options expiration week. Friday should be a good day, so you can take advantage, and the new options series should start rather well and rather positively. However, there are many factors which are now coming on the horizon, and slowly I believe next week the markets are going to react negatively to these set of events. In the meanwhile, tomorrow more difficult day, Friday better day. That will complete my prediction of roller coaster ride for the markets this week. As you can see, it has been up and down, and take that into cognizance as we go into the next week. Difficult one for markets, I believe. Happy investing. Take care. Bye bye.